Welcome to a new SkyRoster training video. Today we'll examine the second path from the rostering wizard, the continuation roster. Continuation rosters are very useful in scenarios where the working schedule has to be generated once every few weeks or months, and the transition from the previous roster to the next one has to comply with all regulations and defined parameterization. To create a continuation roster, there must be at least one published roster to start from. So, let's dive in. From the rostering wizard, we'll select the second option, to create a new continuation template. In the next pop-up, we need to choose the unit where we'll create this roster. Then select the published roster that will be continued. You can notice that the first day will be set as the next day from the end of the previous roster. In here, we only need to set the end date of this new roster and then click the Finish button. Now, as you can see, the application will display the rostering workbench directly, skipping the intermediary steps of selecting the staff to be rostered or setting up hard and soft constraints. This is the beautiful part of the continuation rosters, they inherit all these settings from the baseline roster. Although inherited, the constraints can still be modified according to the planning needs and specifics of this new roster. Another thing to notice is that the shifts from the previous roster are displayed with a faded color in the current one, to mark the transition between the two rosters. The final step in generating a continuation roster is to start the solving process, which will examine the baseline roster and generate feasible shifts to continue that one, all these while complying with all the defined constraints. When the shift schedule is ready, it can be saved as a draft roster and can be customized later on, until it becomes ready to publish. Alright, that's all for today. Stay safe and see you soon.